Ever feel like you're running on a treadmill, hustling but not really getting anywhere? Well, welcome to the rat race. You see, the rat race isn't just a concept, it's a reality for many. It's an endless, self-defeating cycle where you're constantly running but never really reaching your destination. You're living paycheck to paycheck, always trying to make ends meet, and yet, the finish line keeps moving further away. But what if I told you that the rat race isn't just a result of your circumstances but rather a byproduct of certain habits? Yes, you heard it right. Certain middle-class habits can keep you strapped on this relentless treadmill. First, there's living beyond your means. It's like trying to run a marathon with a backpack full of rocks. You're carrying this heavy burden of unnecessary expenses that's slowing you down. And yet, you keep adding more to it. The latest gadgets, the trendiest clothes, the fanciest cars, it's all weighing you down in this race. Then, there's lack of financial education. Imagine running this race blindfolded. That's what it's like when you're not financially literate. You're making decisions based on guesswork, often leading to financial pitfalls that set you back in the race. And finally, there's keeping up with the Joneses. It's like being in a race where you're constantly looking at the runner beside you, trying to match their pace, their strides, their gear. But here's the catch. Their race might be entirely different from yours. Their goals, their resources, their circumstances are not the same as yours. And yet, you're trying to emulate them, often at the expense of your own financial well-being. But fear not, identifying these habits is the first step towards escaping the rat race. This understanding is your compass, your guide that will help you navigate through the twists and turns of this race. And remember, it's not about how fast you run, it's about running smart. So, let's get ready to change the game. Now that we know what the rat race is, let's dive into the middle-class habits that keep us running in circles. First off, let's talk about living beyond our means. It's like trying to run a marathon on an empty stomach. You might get a few miles in, but eventually, you'll find yourself passed out on the sidewalk. Living beyond your means is the financial equivalent of that. It's like buying a Ferrari when your budget screams, used bicycle. Sure, the Ferrari is shiny and fast, but can you really afford the gas? Next up, we have the lack of financial education. Imagine trying to bake a cake without a recipe. You might end up with a delicious dessert, or you could end up with a charred lump of disappointment. Similarly, without financial education, you're just guessing when it comes to managing your money. You might hit the jackpot, or you might find yourself knee-deep in debt. Then, there's the classic case of keeping up with the Joneses. We've all been there. Your neighbor gets a new car, and suddenly your reliable old sedan seems like a rusty tin can. But remember, running in the rat race is not about who has the shiniest toys. It's about reaching the cheese, also known as financial freedom. Not saving and investing is like neglecting to fill up your water bottle before that marathon. You're going to get thirsty, and there won't be a water station in sight. Saving and investing is how you ensure you have resources for the future. It's the water to your marathon, the fuel to your Ferrari. And let's not forget about not seeking opportunities for career advancement. Staying in the same position for too long is like running on a treadmill. You're moving, but you're not getting anywhere. Career advancement is how you increase your earning potential. It's the wind behind your sails, the horsepower in your Ferrari. Finally, ignoring work-life balance is like ignoring the blisters on your feet during the marathon. At first, it's uncomfortable, but if left untreated, it can lead to serious injury. Similarly, ignoring work-life balance can lead to burnout, hindering your pursuit of financial freedom. Recognizing these habits is half the battle. The next step is learning how to break free from them. So you've identified the habits keeping you in the rat race. Now how do you break free from them? Well, it's time to pack your bags because we're going on a journey to financial freedom. First stop, diversification station. It's all about diversifying your income streams. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, folks. Having multiple income sources not only provides a safety net, but also accelerates your journey towards financial independence. Next, we're heading to the savings sanctuary. Here, we learn the importance of saving and investing for the future. Remember, a penny saved is a penny earned. And when that penny is invested, it can multiply, just like magic. But this isn't a magic show, it's your financial future we're talking about. So, make sure to invest wisely. Now this may seem a bit counterintuitive, but our next stop is the minimalist metropolis. Here we prioritize wealth building over material possessions. That fancy car or designer bag might give you instant gratification, but wealth building provides long-term satisfaction. So let's say goodbye to unnecessary splurges and hello to a healthy bank balance. And finally, we arrive at the education emporium. Knowledge is power, my friends. Financial education is key to making informed decisions and steering clear of those pesky financial pitfalls. Understanding the rules of the money game can be your ticket out of the rat race. Let's not forget, escaping the rat race is also about changing your mindset. It's about prioritizing your financial well-being over societal pressures. It's about setting clear goals, taking calculated risks, and surrounding yourself with successful individuals who inspire you to do better. Remember, escaping the rat race isn't about getting rich quick. It's about making smart financial decisions and taking control of your financial future. So, are you ready to take the wheel? It's time to drive away from the rat race and towards a future of financial freedom. Wait, before we continue on this journey, let's hit the pause button for a moment. If you're finding this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more financial tips and tricks. Your engagement helps us create content that guides you on your financial journey. Now take a deep breath, you're doing great. Ready to continue? Let's hit the road again. Escaping the rat race is not just about leaving behind the bad habits, but also about adopting new, wealth-building ones. Embrace the power of financial education. Understand the rules of the money game and make them work for you. Set clear, achievable goals and watch as they propel you forward. Surround yourself with successful individuals, draw from their wisdom, and let their success inspire your own. Harness the energy of money through leverage, cash flow, and compounding. Be the master of your finances, not its servant, and there you have it. The first steps towards escaping the rat race and embarking on your journey to financial freedom. Remember, it's not about keeping up with the Joneses, it's about surpassing your own expectations.